Hi guys, Big Bundy here, and today I have a video for you on how to counter a Bristleback.
Bit of work to do.
And this one's kind of a difficult one because though there are ways to play around a Bristleback, countering him late game requires quite an expensive item. So, the setup we've got here is we have a fat as fuck Bristleback. This is like the most farmed you will ever see a Bristleback. He has plenty of armor, Octarine core, he's got evasion. We have a reasonably farmed Tusk, not insane, but reasonable. If you ignore the other items that have just not dropped yet. And we have a sort of medium farm CM, because let's face it, she's a position 5, she's not going to have a lot of farm. And the reason we've got a CM here is we want to demonstrate one of the things that makes Bristleback so dangerous. It is Bristleback. What people often forget is that his passive, Bristleback, triggers Quill Spray. So even if you can do enough damage to kill him, I mean that's 210 damage per Quill Spray. That's 10. He's gonna throw out about 20 Quill Sprays if you kill him with this much health. So let's just put that into perspective. I've got WTF mode. Let's do 20 Quill Sprays and see what happens. This is, bear in mind, these are just the passive ones you get from Bristleback. He's going to be casting Quill Spray too. So let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to stop there so I don't have to reset up. You see how devastating this is to Crystal Maiden. They're doing 321 damage to Crystal Maiden. So let's assume for a moment that we come into a game and we have enough damage to take this guy down quickly. We have a super farmed PA, or a Sven with God mode and like a rapier and whatever. You know, we have the damage. The problem you have is your damage. You are going to fuck your team. Because if you're going to hit him, look, your CM is just dying. And this is physical damage. So it's going to go through spell immunity. It's going to damage someone through a BKB. There is no way to avoid this damage. It's AoE, so I can't Glimmer Cape, because if I Glimmer Cape... oops. If I Glimmer Cape, let me do that. She's got 400 health. Yeah. It's,
Look who's first.
you can't Glimmer Cape, you can't BKB. There is no way to avoid it. There's no way to get near this guy without your team dying. So how do we handle that? It's very simple. Silver Edge. It breaks passives. And Bristleback needs his passive. He really needs it. Not only is it going to mean we can totally fuck him up with damage. I mean, let me cast a Walrus Punch on... he probably shouldn't have a Daedalus in this setup, to be honest. Let's... I'm not even going to bother changing it, because the exact amount of damage doesn't really matter that much. Let me Walrus Punch him. Okay, so we Walrus Punch him, and it does not a lot of damage.
Yes.
Doesn't do that much damage at all. But even if it did, it would trigger a load of Quill Sprays and kill our team. It doesn't do a lot of damage, because the passive damage reduction reduces his back damage by 40%. So if I hit him again... There's 946 damage, and 946 crit, which, after all his reductions, is 188 damage. That's nothing. There's nothing on a Bristleback. Now he's got quite a lot of armor, so he's going to absorb a lot of that damage anyway. Well, this guy's got quite a lot of armor, because I've made him super tanky. But, what if we break his passive first?
Yes.
So if we Silver Edge, we hit him, and then we Walrus Punch him. Just hits Bristleback for 311 damage this time. 311. So we're doing a huge amount more. Now this guy, this Tusk, isn't really hitting that hard because he's mostly defensive items. But straight away we're doing a much bigger amount of damage. But what's not, it's not important how much damage we're doing to the Bristleback, not at all.
Indeed.
Because we can rely on a PA, a Sven, a Juggernaut to do the damage. What's important is that we break his passive. Once we've broke his passive, he's not going to spray our team with Bristleback. So while we kill him, it doesn't kill our team. And this is what makes Bristleback so strong, is that even if you can kill him, killing him kills your entire team. And then once you've killed him, the rest of the enemy team just steamrolls you and comes in for cleanup. This is why he fucks us up so much. But if you break his passive, we can just hammer away as much as we like. And our Crystal Maiden doesn't die, our PA doesn't die. Bear in mind, a PA, for example, is a fairly squishy hero. And you can't dodge this. It's a spell. So you can't dodge it. So if you were to initiate, let's say Tusk and PA initiate on this guy, and PA gets a good crit on him, and he's running away, that'll just instantly kill her, because it'll trigger like 6 Quill Spray stacks at once, and instantly kill her. But if you Silver Edge him, no Quill Spray stacks. Which means you can safely kill this guy, and it will have no impact on your team at all. Other than the usual impact that the enemy team might actually be trying to dive in at the time. But, you know, that's normal. But by taking away his Quill Spray stacks, you can kill him and be in a good position after the fight. I mean, this guy's super farmed. If we drop, say, I don't know, let's drop those two. Let's assume he's got normal-ish farm.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
He's gonna hit me. I'm gonna hit him. So without breaking his passive, he takes. Tusk hits Bristleback for 267 damage, which is enough to pop his Quill Spray. Notice that's 1 Quill Spray on everybody. So the important one there, 267 damage. We break his passive first, and then we hit him. Walrus Punch. Tusk hits Bristleback for 443 damage. Quite a significant boost. And let's say if you were somebody who hits super hard, like a PA or a Transformed Sven, like an Angry God Mode Sven, you'd be able to kill this guy pretty quickly. I was playing a game, for an example, with an Earthshaker earlier who went like Crit Shaker. He was hitting for 2k per hit. Against the Bristleback, between his armor and his damage reduction, it was hardly anything. But he took this guy's down to half health in one shot.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
He took a Bristleback. Just think about that. From behind, he took a Bristleback down to half health in one hit. And this is a guy with reasonable farm. We lost that game. And all it was is because I bought a Silver Edge and I punched the guy once. And then my Earthshaker comes in, crits the crap out of him for 2,000 damage. So this is how you counter him, guys. This beautiful item, Silver Edge here, that's how you counter him every single game. The other way you can counter him is just don't hit him. You ignore him. When he's early game in a fight, he doesn't actually do much until he's managed to stack up a load of stacks of Quill Spray on people and a load of viscous nasal goo. So if you run past him and kill his supports and then just leave, it takes him a little bit of time because of the cooldown to actually get the Quill Spray stacks up. So if I drop that, so we're looking at early game, sort of mid game cooldown. If I refresh, so if we don't hit him, he doesn't get extra quill sprays. So let's see how long it takes for him to actually kill the CM. We're at 1720. I'm just going to spam this until we kill the CM. Because the CM is the easiest hero to kill in the entire fucking game.
I am not ready.
So you'll notice with a fight with the Bristleback, you'll go in and he'll get like 20 quill sprays and everybody dies. But if you ignore him,
it is not time yet. You get it?
So we're up to 30 seconds already. I'm going to stop there. I mean, CM's half dead. One more. You can sort of tell from this, I'm sure, that if you don't actually hit the Bristleback, you have plenty of time to fight around him and fight the rest of his team. And then come back to him later. And you can handle him on a like 5-on-1 basis. But if you attack the Bristleback, he's going to get loads of extra quill sprays from his Bristleback and murder your whole team. But if you ignore him, he does nothing. Because he takes too long to get quill spray stacks up. He needs... it does 450 max damage, which is about... 8 stacks.
Your middle tower
8
is under
stacks,
attack.
8, 16, 20. It means it's going to take him 24 seconds to get it to the point where it's doing max damage. But if you attack him and he gets like 8 quill sprays just from you running him through his health pool, he's going to do max damage every time he casts it. He's going to be doing like 450 damage to everyone. And that is ultimate level damage. On a 3-second cooldown, that's ultimate for a big AoE like this. That's ultimate level damage, but he only gets that if you attack him. If you don't attack him, it does 80 damage,
Your top tower
and then
is under attack.
116 damage, and then you see where I'm going with this. He's pathetic early
Your
game
top tower is
if
under
you don't
attack.
attack him. So there you go, guys. Hope that helps. You know. Feedback in the comments, let me know how
Your
it goes
top
on if
tower
you
is under
do this.
attack.
If you find this video useful, I would very much appreciate a like, guys. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye, guys.